So they'll be calling you a radical. This is really important painting. And I've been really focused on this painting for the last few days. And I mean intensely focused on this painting. This painting means a lot to me. And so, well, to you, to humanity, you got to flip. You got to drip. No, you got to flip. So, the Dada rule, come on, man, to the moon. Antonio Yoko Dadaism. I mean, how do we go to an imperialist takes over Dada? What a sham. The New York City MoMA, the only protester that protested this whole Epstein creepy clan, the only person that was Kevin Blanche. You know, you think about the people that participated in, organized those. I mean, fuck, how historic. Protesting at the MoMA during this. Glenn Dubin? Leon Black? The gatekeeper. So, historic painting. You know, Michelangelo on Balco, on Chemo. So, the rule is you have to, whatever you can find. So this roll is, I did the assembly line. I bought for $5 the swap meet from my old great friend, Elmer Penman's grandson. $5 for the whole roll. So I always go to Home Depot up here on 12th Street, which my family used to own that property. I used to work that land. Yeah, the Shoshone Native Burial Ground. Whoa, so how it's so secret. I just had a conversation with the young woman that works there. As here's your, education of your life in a couple minutes. You can't find blue. The $2. You can't find the good. Forget blue. You'll never find blue. Last night I was like, I got a hunch I'm going to get some blue. It needs blue. And that's such a perfect, beautiful, and I'm a big latex guy with paint. So I've been really focused on this painting the last few days. Rightfully so. Because it's summer and let it cook like my first painting with tomato soup. Such an important painting. It's 12 years old. You can only do these paintings when it's hot and dry. Here on the ancient lake floor. It's 90-something degrees today, finally. Important painting. Important. How cool is this? How cool is this? What a yard sale. My God, is it? What a piece, huh? So, I've been working on it for the last few days. I'm like, what does it need? It needs blue. So let's do it. Let's do it. Don't fuck it up. Yeah. By the way, I found this at a freaking thrift store. Oh, it's real. That's 40 years ago. Wow. The greatest Super Bowl, the two greatest teams ever played met in the Super Bowl. The great Dan Marino and the Marx Brothers. But they ran into something that was the greatest team in NFL history. 83 49ers. Those two teams. So anyway, let's make it work, man. Bunch of story. Clothesline. It's I dripping. You got to drip. So I'm getting out the good soup can for this. Brady's got fucking stuff. Got it at a yard sale for a couple bucks. Breaking out the really historic soup can for this. How cool. I've used this in a lot of videos, but kettle me, I'll kettle you. Make sure this is going. Improv on Balco. All my work's improv. So, important. Let's get this. I looked at it all morning. I was looking at it. I love that yellow and that red. I'm going back to the Velvet Underground. You see my gypsy. I twin sister when I was a kid, looked just like her. But you should color that. Whoa, it's got a mind of its own. Yeah, the back. So let's see how this goes. Kind of nervous about it, to be honest with you. This train going across the causeway, the 7th, the 8th wonder of the world we were taught right here. The Leslie Hotz at Frank Lloyd Wright Masterpiece Elementary School. I used to walk to school holding Eva Ruiz's hand. It's a historic and cute place. Whoa. Whoa. Important. I made that in Vienna. Perfect, right? That was made at the IAA in Vienna. Oh my God. Beautiful. Come on, Jackson. Mm. Mm. Beautiful. Oh my God, how beautiful. Oh my God. Don't drop your dry cast container. You got to drip. You got to flip. Jackson Pollock. Andy Warhol. Glenn Wood. Glenn Wood got leukemia at the same age I did. Same leukemia. Killed him. I was 51. What 12 years, huh? Jackson Pollock. Born on the other side of that mountain. Who was being mentored to drip by, before he was depression, Arnold Blanche. Lucille Blanche. Orozco. Thomas Hart Benton right there. Rocky Mountain High. This ain't fucking Colorado. On the ancient lake floor. What a painting. Pure data. Thomas Hart Benton Center right there. That's Promontory. May 10th, 1869. It's my great-grandfather standing on that freaking Abraham Hunsaker the First. My grandfather's Abe Hunsaker the Fourth. Someday in vision, Thomas Hart Benton, who trained, he was training, he was prepping Jackson Pollock. He wasn't the first dripper. Max Ernst got exiled by Peggy Guggenheim. Where you cannot make the story. I'm out there at the Spiral Jetty doing that historic video. This guy pulls up. I'm talking about Peggy Guggenheim, exile Max Ernst to Utah. He pulls up. While I'm doing the video, starts blabbing to me. I'm the ice cube in the desert guy. Oh yeah? My wife's the curator at the Guggenheim in Seattle. Oh, you're Bill Gates' guy. Yeah? I knew Bill Gates' father, but he just babbles on. I was just talking about, he says, I was a sculptor, famous sculptor. I envisioned someday, Thomas Hart Benton, Senior, 1869, May 10th, right there. That's Promontory. Gold spikes right there. I envisioned someday a statue of Christopher Columbus on the highest Rocky Mountain peak. I'm like, oh. I was in Europe prepping and training. Peggy Guggenheim was sexually motivated. I told her no. Sent my career back 30 years. I'm the ice cube in the deserts. Right. So you kissing their ass in Seattle, huh? Yeah, that's me. You can't make it up. Why? These circles, they all connect. What a painting. Had a vision last night. Couldn't sleep. I've been looking for blue for years. Thinking a lot of blue. I've been working on this for 4 days now. Like, my family used to own that property. It's right below my fort. the Shoshone burial ground. I'm friends with Parley. He wasn't there. He owns there. I'm like, oh, you got blue. First time I've ever seen blue in there. He blew. Let it keep leaking. Sleep and dream is all I crave. I travel far across the Milky Way. To this cancer mastered in 2011. When the bone march on 11/11/11. To this cancer master, I've been a slave. Oh boy, you don't even know. Till we meet again some other day. Sleep and dream is all I crave. The elasticity of time. What a pain. Let it drip. Let it drip. It's been a hell of a journey, right? Kevin Blanch, the most important marine biologist probably in history, in the high desert of Utah. You gotta drip, Jackson Pollock. Jackson Pollock was never a dripper. Max Ernst was the dripper. Roscoe's the dripper. He was a depressionary artist. Arnold Blanche and his incredible wife, Lucille, right? Gotta drip, Blanche. Andy Warhol, who did nothing but use people. So he was mocking culture, mocking popism. So I've always known that. The only person to protest at the MoMA in the Leon Black, Jeffrey Dubin, Jeffrey Epstein era, you're looking at it. Such important, such historical work. A place in time. What a painting. I've been so focused on this painting the last few days. We made them dresses, that poster in Vienna at the Blanche Box, Sandra and I. I had a vision right up there, the Leslie Hodson, Frank Lloyd Wright school that I grew up, they tore down, about Portugal when I was a kid. She's from Portugal. Her that great work, the historic work. You kettle me, I'll kettle you. In Vienna. You got a drip. Now you got to flip. Warhol wasn't the first soup canner. Elsa Plotz was, walking around Manhattan with her shaved head, with her bra made of soup cans, pure data, Zurich, Berlin. A Paris to the moon, New York City. She used to call Marcellus Duchamp Mars, nude descending down the staircase. That purple nude bound in the elevator. Anti-neo Yoko Dadaism. It's a symphony. Warhol had the curator comes to Warhol, says, calls him for the umpteenth. Warhol calls him. I've been here a million times. Why are you dripping off the soup cans now? You got to drip. I don't like it. Well, neither do I. But you got to drip. Saw the painting of the soup can. It's the idea to paint the soup can, but then you got to paint the fucking soup can. It was never his idea. Everybody took credit. Elsa Plotz, she never got credit. She never. Pollock, the first stripper, not even close. Roscoe, he left. I lived on Chelsea on 10th Avenue. He left there. Bernard DeVoto, Ogden, Utah, 44. He left Thomas R. Ben's studio, walked across the street to Roscoe. Roscoe wasn't the first stripper. Nope. Max Ernst. He shows up the spiral jetty when I'm doing that historic, incredible video. I'm full of cancer. While I'm talking about Peggy Guggenheim. Robert Smithson, my grandpa's Abraham Hunsaker IV. Mr. Whitaker, all those guys, Grant Boozbark, all those guys, they're all my relatives and family who did the spiral jetty. I got to go out there. Smithson patted me on the head. Hated the fucking museums. I says, don't you dare build a road out there. There's no road. 2012, well, I'm in the bone marrow transplant, so fighting for my life. They built it wrong. What a pain. Clothespins are off my mom's clothesline. It's made in Vienna. The Blanche box. Kevin Blanch is the guy who settled. You think about that. I'm the guy who settled where Austrian property ends and UN property begins. I'm the guy who settled it. That's an unarguable fucking fact. Detained me in there. The head of UN security, when they detained me, when I was working with FEMAN, I'm going through we snuck in. Going through, I'm like, what are you detaining me for? Oh, we're waiting for you. It's going on the public tour. I've registered. Not you. He's digging through my bag. You know, my wife is from Poland. Chernobyl. She's a hard anti-nuclear. She's a fan of yours, Kevin Blanch. Can we take pictures? They didn't know I went like that. Snapped a few. I got a couple of pictures. You're not going in. Why? You know, all that great work I did with FEMAN. Long live FEMAN. The best, right? What a pain. Been working on it. Oh, you're going to hit your soup can? Yeah, I'm going to have to. I've been thinking about this painting for days. I've been working on it for days. You got to drip. Now you got to flip. Still dripping. So what have I named this painting? You know what I named it. I named it while I was working on it. The Milky Way, number 311. Cancer inmate, number 137. Remember all that process inside the MoMA? I remember being inside the MoMA. Had that all pinned on me. They're like, you can't come in like that. And I says, why? You're competing with the art. You can't come in like that. And I had one of my paintings pinned to my chest. God, you got blue on your soup can. What a great piece that is, huh? All that work I did in New York. Look at that belt buckle. You're the one competing. Look at your suit tie. I'd argue with that. Go ahead. Kevin Blanch. The 33rd suit king. Cancer inmate number 137. The artist formerly known as Blanch. Well, fuck cancer. 12 years. Sleep and dream is all I crave. I traveled far across the Milky Way to this cancer master. Oh boy, have I been a fucking slave. 12 years of the Fukushima slave. You Drop your dry cask container. Practice makes perfect. You drop the dry cask container. When I had cancer, that's when I developed the soup can. I never dropped it one fucking time. That's how laser beam focus, my place in time. Oh, cursed spite. I tell my grandma right here, who raised me. This reminds me of the south of France. You've never been there. I think I'm living the country in Western version of Hamlet. You've never watched Hamlet. I don't know, but I feel like I have. I've always felt like I could see the future. I always felt like since I was a little kid. Oh, cursed spite. I watched you dumb. You could have fallen in my father's ear. My uncle's name's Claudius. Oh, cursed spite I was ever born to set this right. I've always felt like I was living the country in the Western version of Hamlet. I watched you dump, and you could fall into my father's ear. I have some rule for you. Everybody's gone along with this cover-up. One is more than three. Winston. I have some rule for you. And I have some for me. Some cancer. I'll fill you. But you must wear yours with a difference. What a pain, eh? I've been really focused on this painting the last few days. Last night I struggled. So I got to go to the oligarch. All the rich war profiteers. King invited me. I have videos. I made sure I documented it. They didn't like it. Thomas More kicked me out of high school when I was young. King invited me to the oligarch party at Watermelon Circle with the war profiteers in Ogden last night. Oh, I went. I haven't posted anything, but I have it. This painting's been out here for the last 3 nights. You can only do paintings like this in the dry heat of the ancient lake floor. We owned that property right at Mount Fort where the Home Depot is on 12th Street in Ogden. My family. I told my grandma one day, when I'm in there working, I can feel this spirit in there. I feel this vibe. I had no idea. She says, you know, that's a native burial ground. Last time I was like, I've never found blue. I need some blue. I need some blue. Need some blue. Never found blue in there. I'm always in there looking. What an evolution, huh? The great American experiment. Jackrabbits, the muskrats, the tundra, all of it right here. The mighty Weber dumps into the Great Salt Lake right there. Mega welfare dairy drains the marsh. Indigenous people lived here at least for 18,000 years, and symphony with their ecology. We can't even make it 200. First Whitey got here in 1824. We can't even make it 200. It's the ecology, stupid. Stand